Yo, what's up? What's up? How we all doing? How we all doing today? We are live. It is MUTFocus episode 5. It has been 19 months since I last tried this thing. Back in early, I think September of September of 2019, so Madden 20 was the game out then. And I thought it was kind of cool. I had some success with it, but I didn't feel like it was really getting anywhere. Maybe I didn't try it too long, so we're going to give this thing another go. It's late in the year, but maybe I'll give this a test run, see how it goes, and then we'll start it up in 22 for Madden 22. I don't think this will be an every week thing, but you know, if it's like a busy week, why not, man? I know a lot about this game. I've been playing a long time, and doing this podcast thing, even going back before I started this thing, like 2 years ago, it's just something I've wanted to try out, you know. But what up? We got Marshawn in the building. What's up, bro? Trying to think if there's anything I'm missing before in this little intro segment. But yeah, I'm just gonna be, as you can see on the left, a couple of things I'll be going over. I'll be reviewing content, previewing content, like speculating. There is one promo upcoming that we know we're getting, but other than that, it's really a question mark. And then Market Watch. I will be right back. Sorry for that. I wasn't expecting that, but we are back. But yeah. Market Watch. I'll be giving my input on the market right now. It's currently in a pretty cool spot right now, so I just thought overall this is a good week to start. It's something I've been putting off a little bit. I said back in like February that I was gonna give this thing a try. Maybe even January I was gonna try this thing out, but I just kept putting it off. I figured this is a great week to start it, man. Great week. We got a lot of content recently. We got a big new thing today we're gonna go over. But then, yeah. In the video of the week, I thought it was a cool feature I could add in. Give my feedback on what I think are the best videos out right now. A lot of great content creators out there. Thought I'd do some shout outs and give a shout out to the most informative video of the week. I'll mention some other ones, some honorable mentions as well. I picked a few for this week. And yeah, then outro, we'll just wrap everything up. But yeah, what's up? How we all doing? Let's get this thing underway. With the outro out of the way. And real quick, if you got any questions at any point, I know basically everything there is about MUT right now. There's probably nothing I don't know, so just throw a question at me if you have any questions about your team. As long as it's not too in-depth, like if you say like, hey, can you help me build my team? Like, I don't think I have the time for that. But if there's like a quick question you got, shoot it at me and I will try and answer. And also, I'm going to be putting this on YouTube, so if you're watching / listening on YouTube right now, go and leave a comment. I will maybe respond to it next episode. But yeah, with all that being said, let's dive on in. Please hold a second. Alright, so content review. Let's go ahead and pop up this little thing right here. So this is what we got today. Big thing today. AP limits increased. On both sides of the ball, offense and even special teams. Both sides of the ball, offense, defense, and special teams. We didn't see a special teams upgrade last time, so they got it this time. So now you can rock both focus kicker and clutch kicker on your kicker at once. Not that that's huge, because icing the kicker isn't, you know, if you're a good player, you can still make kicks even ice, but it's a small little inconvenience that is avoided now. So I guess that's cool. I don't know if inconvenience is the right word. but it's one less thing to worry about now. Because there's always that slight chance that maybe you'd miss the kick if you're iced. That's why it's the point of doing it, you know? But offense and defense, that's the big ones, getting 3 more points. But we also got some ability point changes. Playmaker is now 10. Wow, okay, I thought it was 8. I thought they were making it 8. It's apparently 10. Or maybe, no, I think it's 8 for the others, but they just raised it over 10 for improvisers. Unless, no, improviser is the only archetype that can get playmaker. That's a lot. That is a lot of AP. It's not, I just don't think it's worth it. Unless you're really good with playmaker. Unless you're really good like that. Which, I've played players who are like, I can't stop their shit with playmaker. But usually you only need one playmaker to really have a huge impact. I've never used QB playmaker, I don't know exactly how it works. Because the playmaker, it focuses on the one player that it's on. So, I don't know. Well, playmaker now, I don't know what it was before, but it's now 6 AP across the board. I think some archetypes it was 4, but now it's 6 across the board, which is good. You know, if you're gonna raise it to 15, you gotta raise the cost of playmaker, because otherwise everyone's gonna run in playmaker. It's annoying to face, so it's gotta be raised up a little bit. On that value scale, you know. And then route tech, +1 on all archetypes. That was needed. They have to balance these. If they're raising the limit, they can't make it too overpowered. They have to balance these things out. And +1 is fair, because route tech is one of the best abilities in the game. And that's all they did with offense. I thought maybe there's a couple more changes they would have made on offense, like maybe raise Gunslinger, maybe raise Hot Route Master, just the really popular abilities. I thought maybe they would have raised those up a little bit too. So I mean, but that's fair. These are 3 abilities that changes are fair to it. I have no problem. Now defense is where we got a lot of changes here, and that last one is, we'll get to it. We'll get to that last one. They didn't mention it last time. 1 step ahead. I don't know why you would put 1 step ahead on a middle linebacker or outside linebacker. I had no idea they could even get 1 step ahead. But 1 step ahead is probably the most overpowered ability on defense. So the fact that it's now 6 AP, where it was what, 3 or 4? I never used it. I don't run man coverage, so I think it was 4, maybe 3, but now it's 6. So now at max you can only run 2 1-steps, which is big, because as before you could run, I think, up to 3 or 4 1-step heads. So the fact that it's now 6 AP, I think that's needed, because it's a really overpowered ability. And if you're facing 3 1-step aheads, and if they're running man coverage all game long, it makes things so difficult. But still, having 2 1-steps on the outsides, that's still pretty tough. But it's a fair increase for sure. Deep Rock KO. It's only +1. I think that's fair. Same thing with Medium Route KO. Acrobat. I'm a little upset about this one because I run mostly, I think I have like 4 acrobats right now, so the fact that it's a +1 to all archetypes for every position kind of nullifies the increase itself. Because yeah, they're raising the AP limit, but they're raising acrobats, so it's almost like the increase didn't happen for defense. I'm excited for offense, and we'll get into that. We'll get into what I'll be doing, what I'll be running. Let me take a drink real quick. This one's big. Lurker. If you've been playing this game a while for this year, you know linebackers are terrible in pass coverage. They're still good pass rushers, but when it comes to middle linebackers and zone coverage outside linebackers, you can't have them out there, dude. You just can't. So the fact that they reduced the AP for Lurker I don't know how much it cost, maybe 3 or 2, but now it's 1 or 2. That's really nice. It's almost a way of like, I don't think they, at this point, I don't think they have the time or they know how to at this point to make linebackers better. So what Lurker does is it makes, if you don't know, Lurker basically gives them better animations, whether you're using or not. Makes them jump higher, just gives them better animations. It makes them play more like a safety. So that's cool that they made it so you can have more linebackers with Lurker with a less AP cost. I like that a lot. I like that all these changes aren't just AP additions. That abilities cost more AP, but they know what the meta's like, so they realize, okay, we need to reduce some of these linebacker AP costs because no one's using linebackers. We need to make linebackers a little more relevant again. So, shout out to EA for being aware of the meta and how their game works. They're aware of their flaws and they're trying to make adjustments to it. So, gotta give them at least credit for that. Hopefully, linebackers play better in Madden 22. Hope so. Hopefully. But they also raised the AP for safeties as well. I don't think anyone's running Lurker on safeties because they're already pretty good as users. Yeah, I mean that one's fine. I mean no one's using Lurker on safeties. I don't think they needed to add that, but it's alright. But this one's cool. Inside stuff and no outsiders got reduced 1 AP. I used to run no outsiders on both my outside linebackers. I didn't feel much of an impact, but now the fact that it's reduced by 1 AP, I might consider it. I know what setup I'm running with right now for my AP, but in the future I might change it up a little bit. I might put no outsiders back on my outside linebackers. It's interesting that they only reduced it for outside linebackers and not defensive ends. But that's fine. I'll put it on both my outside linebackers. So when I'm out in 3-4 trying to defend the run, I'll have better stretch defense. But the problem is it only activated for me like maybe 3-4 times a game. It wasn't, sometimes not at all. So it didn't seem worth it. But maybe with the 1 AP decrease, maybe it'll be worth it a little bit. Goal line stuff I've never used is the next one. It's also -1 for linebackers, middle and outside. Yeah, I mean maybe it's good. I've never used goal line stuff, so if you're a goal line stuff user, maybe you're happy now because it's -1 AP. And lastly, Edge Threat Elite on every position that gets it is -1 AP, and I believe it costed 5 AP, so now it costs 4. I personally never used Edge Threat Elite. I've used standard Edge Threat all year. That is not being changed at all. That is still 3 AP, and I'm probably gonna stick with that even after the Edge Threat Elite decrease. I think the Elite means that it blends in under pressure, which means it affects the throw accuracy when the defender is near the quarterback. I tested it out in 20. I don't know if it's changed in 21, but it wasn't very impactful in 20. And then Enforcer. I'm glad they did this because I think they realized, hey, Enforcer is pretty bad this year. It's not really too impactful. In the beginning of the year, and I don't think they've changed Enforcer at all year, the ability itself. In the beginning of the year, I rocked Enforcer on like 2 safeties, and I barely forced any fumbles with it. It's just, it doesn't work the same way it worked last year. I remember Enforcer was amazing last year. So it's cool that they're aware that, okay, Enforcer maybe should cost a little less considering it doesn't work as well as it did last year. It's a little late for this, but at least they're doing it now. And I don't know if it's every position. Yeah, because they're only reducing for the run support archetypes. I think hybrid safeties also get it as well, so they're not being reduced. So that's interesting a little bit. Yo, what up, Bray Dog? My favorite boomer is in the chat. What's good? Again, guys, if you have any questions, let me know, and I would do my best to answer them, whether regards to what I'm going over or anything really. And I will, if it's not related to this topic, then I will probably answer it when in my next like little downtime when I'm transitioning through topics. But if it regards to this topic I'm going over right now, then I'll probably answer it. And then the final one, this one I don't understand. I don't understand this at all. I've never used Double or Nothing. I've heard it's good, but it's not as good as Edge Threat. I could be wrong, but it's not as good as Edge Threat. So the fact that it's now 4 AP, it was 2. It was 2 AP, so now it's 4. I don't understand that at all. Maybe I'm wrong and it was better than Edge Threat. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But the fact that it's 4, and they didn't tell us about this. Again, I mentioned this earlier. They didn't tell us about this last change on the last blog. So I don't know why they decided to change this now. And I've already seen on Twitter, like, people are confused about this. Like, why is it 4 for Double or Nothing? I don't think anyone's gonna be rocking it now. I don't think anyone's gonna be running Double or Nothing now. 4 is just too much. Like, if you want Double or Nothing on both sides, that's 8 AP. That's too much, man. AP change is a huge topic. I use Double or Nothing, made straight edge bust through offensive line. Yeah, I mean, Double or Nothing has been good, but I've always been under the impression that Edge Threat is better. I read through that fast. My guy Raydog said AP change is a huge change. It's a huge MUT topic. I use Double or Nothing, made my straight edge bust through the offensive line. I gotta not read messages fast because I do want. If you're listening or doing, this is a podcast, so if you're listening to on YouTube and stuff like that, I want to be reading these messages clear, these questions clear, so the viewer and the listener is able to hear what the viewer is asking or saying. Yeah, and also I mentioned questions, but you're free to make comments about what I'm talking about. Any comments you're free to make, and I will read it if it's good. If it's BS, I probably will skim over it. But yeah, I think you're thinking of Edge Threat was more AP, and that's why you use Double or Nothing. But what I'm thinking is, why did they raise it to 4? So now Double or Nothing costs more than Edge Threat, which is kind of a no-brainer, at least in my view, to use Edge Threat. I'm gonna switch over to the gameplay now. Let's switch on over to MUT, the actual game. There we go. And yeah, like, it should be updated now. Also, this is being captured from my remote play app, so the quality isn't as good, but I'm not actually like doing any gameplay or anything like that. I'm doing this just so I can like switch through programs more easily. So again, the quality isn't as good as it would be coming from my Elgato, but just doing it for accessibility purposes. So yeah, like, let's go to Lawrence Taylor for an example. See, I have Edge Threat on him, and it's still 3 AP. And if we go down to, where's Double or Nothing? Okay, so I need to get out. I think I need to restart the app or something. Yeah, there we go. I'm hearing sounds on both through my Elgato and my PS4 remote play apps. So let me go ahead and mute one of them real quick. Okay. Why does it still say 2 AP? Yeah, I guess I gotta back out, restart the application. Because a double or nothing is still 2 AP. That's not right. It was raised to 4. But there you see over there on the side, it was raised to 15. It says 12 out of 15 AP. Yeah, so now there you see, double or nothing, 4 AP. But edge threat costs less. So I don't know, maybe I've never used double or nothing, maybe double or nothing was better. But I've always just used edge threat. At one point I had 2 edge threats, but for most of the year I've only had 1. And Raydog agrees with me. He would not use double or nothing, he would now use edge threat as well. Alright, so yeah, so based off of those changes, what I'm gonna be running, as if you're looking at my lineup right now, if you're just listening, I have my outside linebackers, Lawrence Taylor and Ted Hendricks. I don't think I'm going to be putting anything on Ted Hendricks because if we go over to my rushers, I have Curse on one side and LT on the other side. So what I can do now, I need more training. Okay. Well, no, you know what I can do? I don't want this anymore. So let me get rid of some of these abilities. Like deep out zone KO. Deep out zone KO is what I had on Nnamdi Asamoah, because I've been playing him at safety. And he hasn't I haven't seen the ability light up once. So what I'm gonna do is refund it. I had it on him for a good couple weeks. I just didn't see any impact at all. I think we're still short of training. I should have already had this training already. That's bad. That's on me. Oh, we are 33 training short. So let's go in quick sell on real quick. Let me just see if there's cards I can quick sell real quick. I don't have much. So let me just buy what can I buy real quick? Let me just buy 90 real quick. Apologies for this. Yeah, I was talking about one-step heads earlier, Raydog. We will not be facing all those one-step heads now either, so gameplay has definitely changed. Yeah. I was talking earlier how now people can't run 3 one-step heads anymore, which is really, I think it's good for the game. Because it is the best defensive ability in the game. So I think that's a good change on EA's part for sure. Alright, now that I have some training, now I will go over my changes. So I put thought into it. You gotta use that. You gotta use this 15 AP wisely. And I've decided what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna keep edge threat on Lawrence Taylor, and on the other edge I'm gonna have edge threat on Javon Curse, who by the way still is not fully powered up, but he still plays amazing. Just something about him. He gets so many sacks, even without. He's been doing everything without edge threat. I'm now adding edge threat to him. I had him on edge threat on his 50 card earlier in the year, and that I decided to take it off, and he was still playing great, but we're gonna put it back on him. And let me go ahead and activate that right quick. And I think that's it. I think everything else is good. So we have Acrobat on how many corners? 1, 2. No, I'm gonna take it off of Namdi and put it on. Well, I think I'll keep, even though Namdi plays free safety, I think I'm gonna keep it on him. I would rather have it on my free safety than my slot corner, just because it feels like the slot corner never really does much of my defense. Just so I run the defense, feels like free safety is more important because I mainly run cover 2. So those two back safeties are important for sure. So I'm gonna have Acrobat on Darius Slay, Nnamdi Asomugha, who plays free safety, and Asante Samuel. Also, we'll have Acrobat. So 3 Acrobats, and then inside stuff on William Perry, my big, strong defense attack on the middle. Does a great job of stopping the run with inside stuff. I've had that on a while. It doesn't always activate enough, but every once in a while you get that clutch inside stuff stop on like a 4th down and short. It's clutch. It's definitely, if you're not using inside stuff, I definitely recommend it. Again, it's not the most consistent ability, but every now and then you get that clutch block shed. It's really nice. Pick art. Raydog says he likes Pick Artist. I've never used Pick Artist. I have heard it's good though. And also, I think I'm gonna keep mid-zone KO on Brian Dawkins. He plays in the box for me, and just in general, it just feels like that. It feels like safeties in the box just still don't play that very well in zone coverage. And ever since I put mid-zone KO on Dawkins, who plays in the box for me, it just feels like his reactions are better. So I think I'm going to keep that on him with my extra 1 AP. And yeah. And then again, I mentioned that 6 AP is going towards 2 edge threats, and that is what I'm going to rock with. I think it's a nice balance of, well, no, not really. It's mainly for the pass rush and pass defense. Only 2 of the 15 AP is delegated towards run defense, but I feel like, again, I mentioned this earlier. I ran 2 no outsiders earlier, and even though we got the AP decrease, I feel I might try it out later in the year. Now that no outsiders only costs 1 on. If we go here, no outsiders costs. Yeah, it only costs 1 AP now, so that's nice. But I'm gonna rock this setup a little bit. See if we can get to the quarterback a little bit better now that we have 2 edge threats on both sides, while still having 3 acrobats. So that is what I'm doing. I wish acrobats only cost 1 AP, but I feel like the increase to 2 is fair. Pick Artist gives you jumping INT animations, Raydog says. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought it did. So yeah, I'm sure it's a nice ability to have. And then on offense, we have 3 free AP. And we are gonna put it on Randall, because I was testing out Human Joystick a few days ago. It was last week. It was on like Saturday, I think. Because of that, we needed to take off Gunslinger, but now we can put Gunslinger back on him, and that's all I'm really doing. It's a lot simpler in offense, because I got 8 AP for Human Joystick on Dree Archer. He is now the only halfback in the game. We will talk about Team Diamonds in a little bit, but with the release of Dree Archer on Friday, Powered up, he's now the first halfback that can get human joystick. I still have not used it yet. I've tried it in a solo and it feels really nice, but I still have yet to use it in a game. And I have games to play today. I have my weekend league qualifiers, so after this podcast, I'm probably gonna play my weekend league qualifiers. It might be a short stream, but if you want to stick around for that, that'd be cool. Little quick note there. But of course, if you're listening to this on YouTube or watching on YouTube, obviously that's probably already passed. So, the perks of watching this live, I guess. So yeah, as our abilities stand right there, as our abilities stand right now on offense, we have Randall Cunningham with Hot Rod Master and Gunslinger. I can't go with that identifier, so I gotta put it on my center, Jason Kelsey. And then Human Joystick with a whopping 8 AP on Dree Archer. We will see if it's worth it or not. And if it's not worth it, then I will go back to probably putting abilities on my receivers. Maybe a route tech or two. But we will see how Human Joystick does. But like, so for like a slot archetype, for example, route tech now costs 3. It originally costed 2. And then we got T.Y. Hilton, who is a route runner. Probably should also cost 3 as well. Well, still 3 AP for a route tech is still worth it in my opinion. And if you don't have Hot Rod Master, the apprentice abilities still cost the same. I'm glad they didn't raise those. They probably realized enough people have Hot Rod Master now that they didn't need to touch the apprentice abilities, mainly slot apprentice. But again, if you don't have Hot Rod Master, slot apprentice is probably one of the best abilities you can use in the game. And yeah, that's really it. I guess I can go over the ability changes one more time. For those who weren't here earlier and did not see, I will not go over them. I'm just going to scroll through them real quick. But yeah, we got an AP point limit increase from 12 to 15, and here are all the ability changes. Only 3 on offense, and the main ones are all on defense, mainly centered around linebackers. I will link the article in the chat, but you can also find it on EA Madden Direct's Twitter. They recently tweeted that out. And while we're here, let's just quickly go over the Madden Live schedule for this week. I feel like I'm Krayla right now. But the big day I want to focus on is Thursday. 2 of my favorite guys, both close friends, Roboto and Popular Stranger. Actually, no, I was gonna use the EO sound clip, but I don't want to be using any sound clips on this podcast. But yeah. So that is the AP point increase we got today. Big change. It's only the second time we've got an AP limit change this year, and as well as the ability change point changes, I mean. So definitely a big update, and will impact the game a lot. We will see in Weekend League how different the game is now that we're not facing as many one-step aheads. Now that we're facing some more run-stopping abilities. Now that it's only 1 AP for linebackers, minus 1 AP for the run-stopping abilities. Specifically, no outsiders and inside stuff. Running the ball might be a little more difficult now, but passing should be a little easier. Which is kind of the opposite for me. I'm more of a runner than a passer, so it kind of hurts me more than it benefits me a little. But we'll see. We'll see. We shall see what that meta is like this weekend. And a bit of a self-advertisement, but I will be live Thursday night. Which is... What is the date for that? Thursday, the 25th of March. Around 10 o'clock, I'll be live for Late Night Weekend League. The first Late Night Weekend League in a couple weeks. I've been slacking with streaming lately, but we're trying to get back into it. So, we are still in content review. We still have a lot more content. Not a lot. Really, one main thing we still need to go over a little bit. It's not too big, of a thing. Just kidding, it kind of is. I should have preloaded this already. Please bear with me as I find this. It's nothing too big. Just Team Diamonds. Just the second release of Team Diamonds. 98 overalls. This is probably one of the best, if not the best, content release of the year. There are so many awesome names. So many awesome names in this. Even though the Eagles only got 2 names, and it's a kicker and a tight end. Still, I gotta appreciate this promo. How many awesome names there are. Players that I grew up watching. Players that were OP in Madden, like Drew Archer. Like, that is just awesome. Even some old players like John Unitas. This promo has this release has everything. The first Team Diamonds release was good too, but I feel this one is better. For sure. So instead of going through each one by one, we are going to steal a format from great content creator known as MUTFocus. If you don't know who he is, I don't know how you don't. We're gonna rank these, all 32 of these, from 1 to 32. 32 to 1. And we're even stealing a little notepad. I figured it's the easiest way to do it, so let us start with 32. Robert Talley. This card is horrendous. This card is really bad. Yeah, there's nothing good about this card at all. I didn't even need to click it. Like 87 speed on a linebacker. It would be fine if he was a pass rusher, but he's a run stopping linebacker who has only 84 zone coverage. I can't even get to. Can he get to 90? Yeah, it can get up to 90 powered up. So I mean that's cool, I guess, and it's cool he's 6'4", but like, bro, 87 speed in March, almost April. I don't think I've ever seen I don't think we've ever seen a zone coverage run stopping style linebacker 98 overall this slow. Easy choice for number 32. And that's all I really gotta say about that. Number 31, Marcus Stroud. He's a slow defensive tackle. That's all I really gotta say. There's way faster DTs in this game at this point. 98 block shed's nice. Only 92 power move and 67 finesse. 97 strength, but this card is just very bad. Unless you have a Jags theme team, you should not. This card should not be seeing your team at all. Wrong one. I just kind of teased what I'm talking about next. That's my bad. You didn't see anything. All right, so let's go over number 30. Let's go back. Number 30, middle linebacker, Chris Spielman. Where's he at? He's a middle linebacker. Like, what else you gotta say? He's not very fast. Only 90 speed. He can't even get 90 zone. He gets 89 zone powered up. 96 block shed's nice. 90 hit power. 99 tackle. That's all nice and all, but there are better options than middle linebacker, and that's all I really gotta say. He's only 6 foot tall, so there's not really anything good about this card. Yeah, there's really nothing good about this card other than block shed and hit power, but like you can find that in a lot of linebackers. So Easy choice for the bottom of the list for sure. Up next, Sammy Knight. He gets a lot of theme teams. I think like 3 or 4. Still want a theme team. I'm sure he's really good, but if he's not, there's really nothing that stands out about this card. Only 93 speed. That's really slow for a safety at this point. He does hit 90 man, which is really nice. You want to be hitting 90, so that's good. If you power him up with maxed out lockdown, he does hit 90. He does hit 90 man, so that's cool. Zone is really good. Even his block shot's pretty solid. But again, it's just that's speed, man. If that speed was a little higher, he would be way higher on the list. He's only 6 foot tall. That's pretty average. But it's just the speed. There's way faster safeties you begin at this point of the year. If that speed and man coverage is a little higher, this card will be way higher. But there are definitely better safeties, including one that you'll see towards the top of this list. Very top. Not the... Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Up next, number 28. We got another safety. Mike Minter from the Panthers. Again, he's only one faster than Sammy Knight. And he's 5'10". His man coverage is a little better. He has 85 block shot. I didn't notice that. That's really nice for a safety. 94 zone's nice. But his speed isn't that great. And he's only 5'10". I think we're reaching the territory where we're not too terrible anymore. It's really those first 4 names that were terrible. Yeah, Mike Minter isn't that bad, but he's not really that great either. Probably really good on a Panthers theme team or any other theme teams he gets. I think he's just Panthers. So, if he's on a Panthers theme team, he's probably gonna be really good for you. Otherwise, he's short and a little slow. Next up is Antoine Winfield. Really underrated guy I grew up watching. Happy to see him get a card, but this card is... You would think he's because he's a cornerback. He's probably a really good card. Bro, he only has 93 zone and 95 man. He's a 98 overall. You would think those two would be a little higher. Now, even with maxed out lockdown, he does get to 99 at both. Yeah, he does get 99 at both. So if you have maxed out lockdown, that doesn't really matter. But still, I'm looking at these stats for what they are, unkemmed, and those are just really low for a corner at this point of the year, being 98 overall. 95 speed. He's the slowest corner released of all these as well. But I mean, he's still a solid card. At this point of the year, it's really hard to mess up a cornerback. But he's only 5'9" as well. Like, dude, that's short, man. You gotta play him in the slot. You can't be playing him outside with him being 5'9". So 81 block shot's nice. I didn't look at the run stats of all these corners. So that's one I didn't see. 81 block shed for a corner is really nice. As well as 78 strength. So he might be one of the best runs. He might be one of the best run defense corners in the game. But these pass cover stats are just a little underwhelming to rank him too high on this list. That's why he is the worst ranked corner on this list. Up next, number 28, Kyle Vanden Bosch. Let's go back. Yeah, this card he's just average. 86 speed isn't too fast. There's faster guys out there, but it's solid. It's gonna be really good on a Titans theme team or any other teams he gets. That finesse move is a little too low, but 95 power move is nice. And then 95 block shed with 95 strength. That's nice. He's a solid card. It just... Nothing stands out too much. That's why I couldn't make him too high on this list. But like most of the cards at this point, he's just solid. And that just shows how good this promo is. How good these cards are. But it kind of is hard to mess up 98 overalls. I have to be a little honest there. Unless it's Daryl Talley or Marcus Stroud. Those cards are really bad. Up next, number 25 is tight end Mark Bavaro. I wanted to rank this card higher because he does get Eagle Scam, but he's also a Giant, so they kind of even each other out. But without team bias aside, with team bias aside, this card he's average. You wish he was faster. His catching stats are really good. I believe he's the best blocking tight end in the game, which is really nice. But this is just me personally. I don't think tight ends do a really good job blocking this year as compared to other years. Again, that might be just me. But again, the big thing that holds him back from being too good is just his 89 speed. You need that to be faster, dude. Like Vernon Davis, in my opinion, the best tight end in the game, has what, 93 speed stock? So just a bit of perspective of how slow 89 is. It's good, it's solid. But at this point of the year, even with Eagle Scam, he would have +5 speed. That's only 94. Where I think my Vernon Davis right now is 96 speed with just sprinter, so yeah, you definitely wish he was faster. And that is why he can't be too high on this list. That's why he's only 25. But it's still a really good card. Good blocker. He'll catch a lot of balls for you. Number 24. This was a hard card to rank because he's a kicker. He's David Akers. But at the same time, he's the best kicker in the game. I don't even need to click on this card. I mean, he has, all you need to know is 97 kick power. That's it. Kick accuracy really doesn't matter. I think it makes the bar a little bigger, but 97 kick power, 98 powered up. He's an endgame kicker. That's all you need. All you need to know. Best kicker in the game. It's big for me because even if he wasn't an Eagle, I would eventually get this card anyways, just to get the 99 overall. So the fact that he's an Eagle is really cool. He also gets, I think, Washington, Lions, and 49ers chems as well. So yeah, David Akers, number 24. Number 23. Lorenzo Neal, fullback. He's a fullback. That's all you need to know. 87 speed's okay. 97 run block's nice. 97 lead block's nice. He's probably the best fullback in the game, but again, he's a fullback. Not too exciting, really. I mean, if you run a lot of I formation, he's probably a really good card. The speed with the lead block is good, but not trying to sound like a broken record here, but he's a fullback. So that's all I really need to say about that. Number 22. I might be ranking this card a little too low, but it's kind of based off of my experience, and it's Michael Turner. Keep in mind, this is current gen. I didn't mention this earlier, but this is based on current gen. If we're talking next gen, he's up in the top 10 because he's a really nice card. The problem is that he is a power back. So unless you have Power Master, he can't get the extra hot routes. Power back archetypes, they don't get halfback apprentice. And I think it's a really important ability to have if you don't have Power Master. So, and also just power backs in general just have not felt good. Like I recently picked up that new he's not really new anymore. Herschel Walker. His juke feels really sluggish. His spin doesn't feel good. He doesn't break as many tackles as you think he would. And this card is probably in the same boat. I believe Gutflax said his weight does not meet the threshold. So you wish he was a little heavier. And I think 5'10", I don't know what his height has to do with it, but I'm sure that affects him a little bit. But I mean, his stats are really nice. 96 speed, 99 truck, 98 break tackle. But he only has 90 COD and 89 agility. So I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater right here. Maybe I'm underrating this card. But 22 Michael Turner. That is my ranking. Number 21. I'm gonna feel like popular stranger here. His name is Mark Gastineau. I'm probably pronouncing his name right. Wrong. I mean, I'm probably not pronouncing it right. Call me I'm popular stranger. I don't know how to pronounce names. I do better. I do better job than Pop. That's for sure. But yeah, Mark Gastineau. Shout out to Pop, by the way. Love that guy a lot. This card's nice. This card is nice. I think he's the highest ranked defensive end on my list. He has 89 speed, which is really solid. Not the best, but really solid. You wish his block shot was a little higher, but he has 92 power move, 99 finesse. That's a really good combo. Powered up is 93, so I mean that's just a really good combo. Along with 94 strength. And he's 6'5", so he might swat some balls too. So it's a really good card. I wish I could have him higher, but it's just how it goes. I'm gonna be overrating number 20 here. But to me, even though he's a defensive tackle, he looks really good. And I will tell you why once I find him. Speed. Speed matters. 82 speed for a DT. Let me real quick. Is he the fastest defensive tackle in the game? I don't think he is. But I know he's up there. Defensive tackle. Speed. He's the second fastest defensive tackle in the game behind John Randall. And that John Randall is really nice. Like, just look at him stacked up with John Randall. He's pretty solid. His power move, let's go back to his card. His power move is not above 90, so you wish it was, but in my experience, finesse move on a DT is better than power move. That's just my experience. And the 94 block shot as well, with 94 strength. It's solid. I don't know how high. I don't know. 276. I don't know if that's really good or not, but hey, it's a pretty solid DT. This is a game where DTs don't matter a whole lot, but those stats are really good, so just had to do it, you know. I'm gonna real quick go through these real quick. Oh, oops. I say really quick, so you might know what's coming. Figured I would rank all these together. Left guard, Russ Grimm. I know how to do this faster. Right tackle Willie Anderson, left tackle Paul Gruber, left tackle Matt Light, and right guard Kyle Long. Let's talk about them. Why is Russ Grimm the worst of those five? Six. Because he only has 93 pass block. He is the fastest of all of them. 77 speed, 86 excel. And 98 run block's good, 97 strength is good, but at this point in the year, you want higher pass block. 93 is pretty low for 98. Willie Anderson. Why is he up next? Because he's slow. What is his speed? 69? Yes, 69 speed. You want speed on your guards more than your tackles, but still, you wish he was a little faster. 96 run block, 99 pass block is really nice. 97 strength. He's a really good card. I feel like Russ Grimm's the only bad. Is really the only average offensive lineman on this list. The other 5 are all really good. You just wish Willie Anderson was a little faster. Paul Gruber is next. 73 speed, so he's pretty fast. And then he's got 97 run block, 96 pass block. That's solid. Can't complain about him at all. And then we got Matt Light. I think his stats are just a little better than Gruber. That's why he is the better ranked left tackle. He has 97 pass block. What are we doing? What's happening here? 97 pass block, 96 run block. So I think that's a little better than Gruber. But his speed is, he's a little slow, not gonna lie. But he's a little better. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one. And then lastly, in my opinion, Kyle Long is the best offensive lineman of all the ones released. Because he's fast, just like Gruber. He has 75 speed. Not Gruber, Grimm. He's fast and has good excel. But unlike Grimm, he has higher pass block as well as higher run block. His strength is a little low, but he's gonna be good, a good agile guard for you, even though it's not his archetype. He's gonna be a good agile guard for you. It does just about everything. Can't go wrong with any of these guys. But Kyle Long is just slightly, in my opinion, the best of all of them. Now that the offensive linemen are out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into number 14. What's up, Pack? Talking about Sterling Sharp and now he's goated. We will get into Sterling Sharp. Number 14, Johnny Unitas. He's an old head. Solid card. I don't think Johnny was this fast, but they gave him 87 speed, which is nice. Yeah, he does everything well. 97 throw power, 94 short, 95 mid, 97 deep. Just really good quarterback. 99 throw under pressure is really nice. He's the only quarterback on this list, I think. The only quarterback we got. And I can't complain about him at all. What is his archetype? Improviser? Field general. Yeah, he's nice. That speed with field general is really good. But even if he was improviser, he would still get Hot Route Master, but you can get Hot Route Master at a cheaper AP cost. So, yeah, I feel like 14 is a good spot for him. Just a really solid quarterback. Not the best, but he's good. Up next, Peter Bower from the Ravens. Where's he at? .90 speed, 90 block shed. Wish that was a little higher, but then he's got 91 power move, 98 finesse. You wish his strength was a little higher too, at 86. But I mean, he's just a really good pass. He's a really good pass rusher. Powered up, be a 70 zone, which he's not terrible. So yeah, he's a pretty solid card. Not much else to say. And then the other left outside linebacker. These two cards are really similar. I didn't put it on the list yet, but as you see, Charles Haley. Pack says I heard all these cards are crazy. They are definitely crazy. They are really, really good cards, all of them. I'm a little disappointed the Eagles cards aren't very good. Again, I spoiled that again, but it's in the title anyways. We're gonna talk about Easter Promo in a little bit, and I keep going to that tab accidentally. But yeah, the Eagles got a kicker and a slow tight end, but I can't be mad. These are really awesome names. As I said earlier, one of the best content releases we've gotten all year. You're missing out, Pack. You're missing out for sure. But yeah, Charles Haley, 89 speed. So he's one slower than Bulwer, but he makes up for it with 99 power move, 93 finesse, 95 strength, which is 9 higher than Bulwer. And then I think his block shot's a little better too. So he's better than Bulwer, but they're really similar for sure. We are almost in the top 10. Number 11 is Dunta Robinson. He's another guy that gets a lot of team chems, so, but that wasn't really considered. I'm just talking about the players itself. If we're talking about all the team chems, some of these guys would be up way higher, but that is not being considered. Now, Dunta Robinson, he's a little short at 5'10", but he's got 97 speed, 94 man, 98 zone. The reason he's the, I think, second worst corner on this list is that he only has 95 agility and what's his COD? Where's his COD at? That's not on here, but I'm pretty sure his COD is kind of low. In fact, we'll look right here. His COD is, where's his COD at? 93. 93 change of directions. That's not very great at this point of the year, but the coverage stats are nice. The speed's nice, which is why he's this high on the list. Number 10. Number 10 is an interesting one. This guy did not catch the ball. He's number 10, Des Bryant. He didn't catch it, man. That's all I'm going to say. I'm sure my guy Pac-Man will agree. But I can't lie. Even though he's a cowboy, this is a nice card. Physical archetype is not very great, but at this point of the year, it doesn't really matter. He gets all the abilities, just at a slightly more cost for some of them. He's got 95 speed, 95 catch, 98 in traffic, 97 spec, 97 short, 95 and 94. He hits everything. He hits all the good stats. Really, the reason he's not higher is his speed. So yeah, I'm not gonna try and talk about a cowboy for very long, but he's a good card. Can't deny that. By the way, the Cowboys suck. Number 9, David Boston. I hate this guy's last name. I don't remember watching this guy. He's got a terrible last name. I'm glad he didn't play for the Patriots. That redeems himself a little bit. And he's basically a clone of Des Bryant. He's 6'2", 95 speed, 96 catch, better catch in traffic. The reason he is higher on this list is he's not a cowboy. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. The reason he's higher on this list is he's 73 run block, which I think Des only has like 62. So 73 is really solid. It's probably one of the best in the game. I'm not gonna check, but I'm pretty sure it's one of the best. But other than that, he's basically the same guy as Des. The only difference is, another difference, he gets like 3 or 4 team chems. So that's nice as well. So David Boston, solid number 9. Sean Springs is number 8. I wish my guy Marshawn was still here. Big Seahawks fan. I'm sure he's happy to see this card. At first I looked at this card, it wasn't very great. But then I gave it a second look, I'm like, wow, this card's nice. 97 speed, 96 excel, 95 agility, 92 man. You wish I was a little higher. But then 97 zone. Again, the 92 man's a little low, but he makes up for it with the speed and agility, acceleration. I'm sure his COD is high. Let me look at his COD real quick. only 93. So maybe maybe this is a little too high for ranking for him, but still, he's a nice card. He's not the best corner on this list, but is he? No, there's one more corner ahead of him. And we got Drew in the building. What's up, Drew? How you doing, man? Number 7. Best tight end on this list, Julius Thomas. He is faster by 3 compared to Bavaro. I don't even know if I said Bavaro. When I ranked Bavaro, I don't even think I said his name. Because Bavaro is like one of those last names, like, you know, like, it's a weird name, like, and I would have remembered saying the name Bavaro. I didn't even say his name. I think I just said number. This is what was he? What number was he? He was 25. So I think I just said 25, and then I mentioned that he gets Eagle Scam and all that. I don't even think I said his name. That's funny. But the better tight end is Julius Thomas, 92 speed. Yeah, he's fast. He's one shy of the fastest tight end in the game. His catching stats are good. His run block's a little low at this point in the game, but again, he makes up for it with the speed as well as being 6'5". Yeah, he's really good. Really good. Yeah, number 7, Julius Thomas. Number 6. This guy gets a lot of theme teams. It's not why he's this high up, but Braylon Edwards. I'm on the wrong list. That's the wrong player. Where is he? All the way at the top. 96 speed, 95 excel, good catching stats, meets all the route running. And yeah, he played for a lot of teams, including the Jets, the Browns. I forget the rest of them. But I think it was like 5 different teams. Seahawks, 49ers. Yeah, a lot of teams. He has 92 truck. I didn't see that. He's really good. And he's 6'3". I didn't know that either. So yeah, that's a really good card. In fact, I'm not gonna rank him. I'm not gonna change the ranking, but I feel like I should have ranked him ahead of the next guy. He is the second best receiver on this list at number 5. Shout out to my guy Pac-Man. Number 5 is Sterling Sharp. Now, the reason he is better than should be Hall of Famer. He was underrated, that's for sure. Question is, was he better than his brother? I mean, as a player, maybe, but as a TV personality, it's hard. 96 speed, 98 catch, good route running, all across the board. But what he's higher, you can't see it, but the reason he's higher than Edwards on this list is he has the best archetype for wide receivers, route runner, meaning he will get route tech, slot apprentice, all the good abilities he will get for 1 less AP. My guy Pack says back-to-back 100 catch seasons. That's pretty good. Yeah, he was really good. But yeah, Sterling Sharp, the second best receiver on this list. Might even be the best. I don't know. I've not used all these cards, but you'll see in a little bit that the highest ranked receiver, I might be wrong about it, I don't know. But number 4, Brent Grimes, the best corner on this list. He's all the way at the very top. .96 speed, so he's just as fast as... No, in fact, he's slower than Springs and Robinson. But he's got 97 excel, 98 agility. And it's knowing that to go to the upgrades to see COD, 96 COD. 96 man, 95 zone. Both can easily get to 99. He's really good. He's a little short, but easily the best corner on this list. I thought Springs and Robinson were better at first, but then I saw the acceleration and the agility. I'm like, yeah, Grimes is definitely the best. Number 3. We're under the top 3. On paper, I think he's the best receiver in the game. Darius Hayward-Bay, who was kind of a bust in real life. The thing about this card, I watched Fox's rankings, and he said this card was terrible. He got rid of him after like one game. He dropped like 3 passes, but I'm thinking that might have been a fluke. He does only have 91 catch. He does only have 94 catch in traffic, but his route running's great. He's the fastest of all of them. 98 speed. Yeah, he ranked him last. I was like, bro, you can't rank him that bad. He's the fastest receiver in the game. Stock, I mean, there's a lot of receivers. There's a lot of receivers you can get to 99 speed, but I don't think any other receiver has 98 speed stock. I think Tyreek has 97. So yeah, I don't. And he's 6'2", which is pretty good height. But who knows? Maybe he is terrible with that 91 catch. I don't know. His route running is good. 99 deep route running. He can't block, but he can juke. Yeah, he's a... On paper, he looks really good. Maybe he plays... Maybe he really is trash. But on paper, he is the 3rd best player that came out. Number 2. It was really tough between 1 and 2. But... Eric Berry. This card's crazy. And an awesome name. Awesome name. Happy to see this guy get a card. He's been through so much. He went through so much in his career. He was an awesome guy to watch. Shout out to DA for this release for sure. He can get 99s across the board pretty much. 70 block show is nice. Pretty solid. Yeah, there's nothing. There's not much you can say wrong about this card. He's just probably the best safety in the game right now. 6 feet's pretty solid height. So yeah, that's all I can really say about that. As we get higher on this list, there's not much. For the really, really good guys, there might not be too much to say other than they're just the best. They're some of the best cards in the game right now. But lastly, number 1, a guy I picked up and will be playing with later today, trying him out, Dre Archer, a Madden Ultimate Team legend. This card is crazy. The memories with Dre Archer. So many good memories. In the old, only the OGs remember Dre Archer. So happy to see this guy in the game. I don't even think they had his rights. He didn't get a 50 card, and I'm like, there's no way they have his rights. But here he is. 98 speed, 98 excel, 90 agility. Powered up, he has just 99s across the board. And he has good catching, too. 80 catching is solid enough. Yeah, 97 break tackle, so that's almost 99. With zone run, you can get that to 99. He almost has 99 COD, 99 juke. He's one of the more pricey team diamonds for a reason. Dree Archer, the best team diamond, in my opinion. And I'm sure he's up there with just about everyone. And yeah, that is my rankings. Once again, I cannot stress this enough. This release, it's not really a promo. It's more of the second release of the program itself, Team Diamonds. That's why I call it a release. This release was amazing. One of the best. I don't know if it's the best. We'll have to. One of these days, when we're talking about the best promos programs in the year, this will be up there. But I don't know if it's the best. It might be the best, just based off of how good these cards are, based off of how good the names are. But it's up there as one of the best releases of the year. Awesome job by EA. Awesome job by Jake Stein to get all these guys in the game, get all their rights. You know, we shit on EA a lot, but releases like this, really awesome. Really awesome for the game, and it just makes the game fun. Seeing names like this that we grew up watching. And I don't know, my guy, like, most of these guys we grew up watching, but like, hey, if you're a guy like Ray Dog, shout out to Ray Dog. If you're a guy like Ray Dog, maybe, I don't know if you grew up watching Johnny Unitas or not. I don't know if he was your time, but you know, that's if you're Ray Dog, you get Johnny Unitas. That's cool. He's one of the boomers of the community for sure. But most of these guys, a lot of us grew up watching. So yeah, that is Team Diamonds, and these are my rankings. Yeah. I'm going to take a quick break. I will be back. When I'm back, we will be talking a little bit more about content. There's not too much left to go over, but a few little Ultimate Legends we got to go over, and a couple other cards. And then we got content to preview. We got a few other stuff for the market to go over. Stay tuned. Hope you're enjoying this little podcast I got going. I think it's going pretty well so far. For my first time back in 19 months, and I like the fact that it's live this time. Feels laid back. I'm not under as much pressure anymore. I can just chill back, freestyle it. I like it. But yeah, I'll be right back. If you're watching, you can go up and you can get up and stretch with me. Get a drink of water, get a snack. Stay tuned. I'll be back. We are back. What's up? What's up? The last bit of content we got to go over, the Ultimate Legends we got from last Saturday. We got 2 underwhelming names and 1 big name. Let's go over the smaller names first. We got limited edition Jari Evans, right guard from the Packers and Saints. He gets Packers coming into that. But his main team is the Saints. And I mean, yeah, he's a guard. He's good though. 74 speed is solid. 97 run block, 97 pass block, so he's an endgame right guard for sure. Carl Banks. I don't know who this guy is. Left us in linebacker for the Giants. Again, I've never heard of him, but I mean, he's a linebacker with 91 speed, so it's okay. Only 78 zone. You wish I was higher. Especially for a guy who can't really pass rush and he's more of a 4-3 guy. Only 90 power move and 81 finesse, so he's not really much of a pass rusher. Yeah, he's just not too good. 99 block shot is cool, 96 hit power is cool. He's 6'4", which is cool, but nah. But the final card, shout out to my guy Pac-Man once again. Only because he's in the chat. Brett Favre. Probably the best quarterback in the game. Not in my scheme, but in general, probably the best quarterback in the game because of his throw motion, the abilities he can get. I mean, he gets all the abilities. And he's got he's got solid speed. So the fact that he's the best release in the game with Rodgers, it's funny that both the two best releases in the game are both Packers. It's funny. Yeah, he's probably the best quarterback in the game. He won't do anything wrong for you. I mean, he probably will because it's still Madden, you know. But you can't go with probably any better options at quarterback. So yeah, those are the 3 Ultimate Legends. And let me right quick look at the versatile options that we got. So Brett Favre did not get a versatile option. Unless I'm mistaken. Doesn't look like he got a versatile option. Carl Banks got... His versatile option is a strong safety. With 92 speed. So he's actually faster than his normal card, which is so weird. This is my first time I'm looking at these guys. 93 man, 95 zone. 6'4", 92 speed. I mean, he's a little slow, but 96 block shot on a safety. This card's actually better than his... This card is actually better than his actual Ultimate Legend. That's wild. This is my first time seeing this card. Okay, you wish it was a little fast, but on a Giants theme team, what would he have? On a 50 out of 50 Giants theme team with Sprinter, he would have 97 speed. 6'4" with those stats. Ooh, that's a nice card. If I was running a Giants theme team, I'd be using the safety instead of the 98 full Ultimate Legend. That's funny. And then Jari Evans, being the limited, did not get any other cards. So yeah, those are the ULs that we got. And that's really it. I mean, if you go back further back than that, we did get on Wednesday, Wildcard Wednesday, we got disappointing Campus Hero power-ups. Very disappointing. We got free agency on Monday, but I don't feel really going over that. It was a solid promo, but a little disappointing. There's good coin making that it gave last Monday, but overall just an okay promo. And again, I'm not gonna really go over it because I just feel like that's too far back. And I'm not trying to make this too long, because those first 2 segments really took a long time. These episodes aren't gonna all be this long, but those are two really in-depth topics to talk about, especially the rankings of the Team Diamonds. So, with that being said, let's switch on over and move on to content preview. So what I want to do here is just look at calendar. So yeah, here's just a generic calendar. So, well, it's March. So today's the 23rd. You can see my mouse. This Friday is 2 weeks before Easter. I think we could get Easter promo. Now we will probably get it. No, I can't do math. It's a week, 1 week. It's 1 week before Easter. This Sunday is a week before Easter. So I think we could get Easter promo this Friday. Whatever it's called. It's not gonna be called Easter promo. They might call it Color Smash again. Whatever they decide to call it. But it is the Easter promo. It should be coming this Friday. Maybe we see it the Friday after that, and it's only a one release promo. But I think we probably could see it this Friday. And here's the Easter promo from last year, Color Smash. This is what we got last year. Just a bit of what you can expect. It won't be exactly the same, but they might take aspects from it. Like, I'm sure the color scheme might be pink again, or it might be purple or something. Like, who knows? We might see like a tie-dye theme to it. This promo was pretty good last year. The Masters were two of the best cards in the game at the time. That Barry Sanders was really nice. He was the first halfback to get Human Joystick last year. Because all they needed to be was 99 overall. Then we got these two LTDs. They weren't very good cards, but they quick sold for a lot. And then we got the heroes: Fuller, Woods, Zeke, Demario Davis, Mark Andrews, Matt Ryan. There's actually a couple of these cards that could get cards this year. Like, actually maybe not. Like, Matt Ryan needs a card, but Woods doesn't. Zeke doesn't. Davis doesn't. I think Andrews might need a card, unless I'm mistaken. And then we know these guys. I feel like there's some of these guys that need cards. Eddie Jackson needs a card. Earth needs a card. Yeah. I mean, these cards were solid. Really, the Masters were the best part of the actual cards. But the thing that was great about this promo, which who knows if it'll be. I don't think we'll ever see an Easter promo this as good as it was coin making wise as it was last year. It was so good. Like, the coin making method for this promo last year was broken. It was broken. These sets right here, I think, was the rerolls that gave you the odds for the rerolls were just broken, and that made it profitable to do the sets. And what I loved so much about that promo was that the whole community cooperated as a whole. If someone would only have 2 set pieces and they needed 1 more for the barrier that I'd read set, they would go in the trade block, communicate in Discord, communicate in streams, saying, "Hey, I will trade you this master." No, they were heroes. "I will trade you this hero for this hero." Like, I will trade you Kendall Fuller for Ezekiel Elliott. It was just great. We all cooperated as a whole to make coins. I loved it. It took a little bit of extra work. You couldn't do everything on your own, but it was awesome, man. I loved it. In that promo, that coin making method made me millions of coins. It made several people millions of coins. I think it made me like 2 or 3 million, and I could have done it more. Like, I knew people that made like 5, 6, 7 million. People that grinded it. It was very easy. Took a little cooperation from other people, but it was a really self-explanatory way to make coins. And I doubt there will be anything close to that this year. EA will be trying hard to not replicate what we got last year. But maybe there'll be a way to make coins, who knows. Of course, we're always looking for ways to make coins out of every promo, not just the Easter promo. But other than that, the solos were pretty simple. Oh, we had this word scramble thing and the daily egg hunt. Yeah, those are some cool things to it. The word scramble was cool. I think there was some way you got certain letters, and then you could use those letters for a free hero. The solos gave you a free hero. Candy was the alternate currency. I don't think we'll see an alternate currency this time around. We've kind of gotten less promos with alternate currency this year. Really only the major ones as compared to last year, where a lot of promos had alternate currencies. And as far as the store was last year, this pack right here. Wait, was it this one? No, it was training. This one. I think this was the pack. Let me scroll down. It was broken. Oh, and there were also eggs. There were also eggs. Forget what the eggs gave? I think they might have given like cards from past promos. So yeah, this promo was pretty solid. You know, aside from the coin making method, it was a pretty solid promo. A lot of content to it. So, I obviously can't tell you what exactly we're been getting from the Easter promo this year. I don't even know what it's going to be called. All I can tell you that is there's a good chance it comes this Friday, the 26th. And that it could be very similar to this one. It could not be, though. It might not be. You never know. You know, maybe the Master this year are 99s, or maybe they'll just be 98 again. Maybe we see more heroes this time. Maybe we see less heroes this time. You just don't know. So yes, that's Easter promo. Hopefully it's a W. Hopefully it's not an L. So now, let me look at an April calendar real quick. We're looking far ahead here. Not too far though. So, yeah, there you see Easter is on the 4th, which is a week from this Sunday, so let me just double check this, because this could be the next promo that we get. The NFL draft is... Oh, never mind. Okay, so it's the 29th. I think somewhere in between the 23rd, the 26th, and maybe the 23rd, maybe? The Friday before the draft. Somewhere in between there, whether it be the 9th or the 16th, we could see... Wait. So I was saying that the 26th... I'm all over the place right now. I was saying that the 26th was the first Friday before Easter. The 2nd is the first Friday before Easter. So disregard what I said earlier. We probably will see the Easter promo on Friday the 2nd. No, but I was saying maybe we see it 2 weeks before, because maybe it's a 2-part promo. We see part 1 on the 26th, part 2 on the 2nd. Maybe part 2 is like a smaller part. Or maybe we just get everything on the 2nd. We will see this Friday. If we get nothing this Friday, then definitely Friday the 2nd of April will be the date for the Color Rush promo. Or maybe it's Color Smash, if it's called that. Or maybe it's on a Monday or a Wednesday, but it will be the week before Easter, or the week of Easter, depending on whether you consider Sunday that week or the week after. I don't know. Some people do different ways with that. So yeah. So anywhere in between anytime in between probably the 2nd and the 29th, or probably the Friday before that will be the 23rd. So these 2 weeks right here, either the 9th or the 16th, we could get Series 6. Is it 6? Yeah, it's 6. We just got Series 5. We didn't just get it. The most recent one was Series 5. We could see Series 6 on the 9th or the 16th. If not, then it won't come until May after the draft. That's all I could see coming in between the draft and Easter. But maybe they throw some random promo out there. Of course, we got the wildcard Wednesday is coming up. Hopefully, we get some nice power-ups. I'm hoping tomorrow, as we go back, tomorrow, for wildcard Wednesday, I hope we get more power-ups. Team of the week, team of the year. There's so many cards that need power-ups. And there's a lot of videos out there. There are a lot of videos out there, like Popular Stranger made one. I'm sure there's a lot of other videos out there of videos going over guys that need power-ups. Videos that were made a while ago. We've needed power-ups for the longest time. Team of the week guys like Jared Cook, Deshaun Jackson. Team of the year guys that need power-ups. It's been long overdue. And the fact that they gave us both Campus Hero sets of power-ups before all these guys that needed power-ups is just... it's frustrating. But hopefully EA gives us some good power-ups tomorrow. But we could also see something like power-ups. I mean, not power-ups. Flashbacks or Rising Stars or Veterans. That would be disappointing because they'd probably only be like 95, 96 overall. 96 wouldn't be bad if we were to get like Veterans tomorrow. But please don't be 95. And that's today is the 23rd. As I'm talking on the 23rd of Tuesday, still don't know what those wildcard players will be, but tonight they should tease that out on Twitter at EA Sports _MUT. You should be following them. If you're not, I don't know. Then you're under a rock. So, I don't want to go over that for too long. You know, I gave my whole spiel about Easter promo. I'm not going to give a spiel about draft promo. When that comes closer to... when we get closer to that point, we will talk more about what we'll be seeing from the draft promo. But yeah, as far as future content, that's pretty much what we will be seeing. So, let's go ahead and move on to the market. Some good stuff here. Good stuff. Let's switch on over to MUT. Close Chrome. Oh. No, that's me. Okay. That's just the, let me go back a little bit in that. So yeah, let's go back to MUT. So, as far as training goes, going over to Popular Stranger. Let me put up Chrome again. He is always... usually in his description he has his training spreadsheet. You can find it somewhere. He's often updating his training spreadsheet. So you can go ahead and check that out for what the current training prices are. In the future, I will probably go over training more in depth. But there's more important stuff to talk about right now. All I can say about training, that right now it's probably down. No, it's probably up right now because it's the middle of the week. And it'll keep following the trend. If you want to buy training right now and you don't need it right away, I would wait until Friday or Saturday to buy training. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's been like that all year. And it all depends. How little will go will depend on the Ultimate Legends, how many people buy packs, all that stuff. But the one thing I wanted to go over. When it comes to the market. Team Affinity, Team Diamond, these sets. When these sets first came out, they were really, really good for making coin. And here's why. Is that you could build these sets. And there was a small loophole. I'll go over. There was a small loophole because some of these 85 to 89s were like, I don't know what they are now, but some of them were like 40k to start. There was a loophole to make them for like 10k at one point. Eventually that became 20k. But yeah, these sets were just cheaper to make than the player was actually selling, especially with the power-up considered as well. Like, I don't know what the power-ups are going for now, but some of the power-ups were going for like some of them were going for up to like 300k when they first dropped. You add that with like the players that were going for like 700k at the least at first, they got down to like 600, 500, but there were still like, there were players that were going for like 800, 900 as well. You could build these and probably make up to like 400k. On the day that these came out, you could make up to like 400k per set. Now, it was a little tedious to do the sets, and it was also tedious, I'll bring this up later, but it was also tedious to actually sell the cards. The power-ups sold better than the players themselves, as far as how fast they would sell. And like, let's look at auctions real quick. Let's look at the auction house real quick and see what these Team Diamonds are going for. Because I'm not sure how well that method works anymore. Yeah, so these are down to under 500k. But if we go to like some of the better ones like Chiefs, Eric Berry is still close to 800k. I know Dez was a lot. Dez is 807. Dree Archer is 751. Especially if you can get some snipes, you can probably still make some profit off these sets. It's not as good as it was originally, but there's still profit to be made. I want to throw a shout out again to MUTFocus for, let me, hold on. Okay. I'm not gonna play the whole video, and I'm gonna mute it. You can watch the video yourself. He put it out on Friday? Yeah, he put it out on Friday. Just talking about these sets and how... Let me skip out a little bit. And he had a spreadsheet going on. He had a spreadsheet going on too. Just some really in-depth stuff. And how there was profits to be made from just about every single set. He goes over more in depth of this method than me. And he later goes and talks about this right here. This set right here was the best way, still probably is the best way to make 86 overalls. There are certain teams where the 86 89s do go for around like 10k, maybe even less by now. If that is the case, you do want to buy those cards. But there are certain sets, like I remember the Browns, the Packers, Texans was one of them, where the 86 89s were going for like 30 to 40k. You don't want to be spending that much for those cards. Doing this set right here, you can pick an 86 from any team, and it's just a cheaper way of doing it, and that would ultimately make the set cheaper because you have to add 10 of them into the set, into the Team Diamond sets. So it would save you coin for sure. So, really good video by MUTFocus. Again, I'm not going to play the whole video. I'm not going to play sound. Just go watch it yourself. Not trying to claim the video as my own. Not trying to claim this method as my own. Otherwise, I would not be mentioning it. Otherwise, I would... Yeah, I'm mentioning it for a reason, you know? So... And like, let me go back to MUT here. Like, let's look even at the power-ups. The power-ups are still going for a lot, probably too. And I do want to bring up once again. Selling these cards can be tedious. The power-ups less than the players themselves. With the 98s, they can be tedious to sell. So Hayward Bay is going for 68. But like some of them are going for a lot. Like I remember like Braylon Edwards, for example, 150. He has a lot of team chems. Julius Thomas, I think, was another one that's going for a lot. 156. So you got to factor in the 98 as well as the power up. And there's probably still coins to be made. Like, I'm not going to go over all the math here. But like, let me just pick one for an example. Just to show you that they probably still are profitable. So like, let me see. Like for an example, what is like what's Eric Berry's power going for? There's none on the block, so that's not a good example. Julius Thomas power up is going for 156. And his team diamond is going for 555. Let me check. So there's a total right there to be made. I could show the math on stream, but I'm just going to do the math right here. So 555 plus 156, 711. After tax, it's about 640. This might not be a profitable set anymore, but I can confidently say there's at least a couple of these that probably can still make profit. Again, the profit was insane when these sets first came out. The profits were insane. So 221. And then you got 6 of these. Around 38K. And then these are going for 10K. So you're getting a profit of about 150K on that set. So that's a good profit right there. After doing the math, it's around 150K profit you're making from that set. And there's probably better sets out there. You want to be looking through all these sets and all the prices of the players and the power-ups. And there are definitely profitable sets still. Not as good as it was, but definitely there's still profit to be made. And keep in mind, once again, this set right here. 80 overalls are going for like 4K at one point. They are down to about 3k. Maybe even as low as 2k. So let's just say you get the 80s for 3k. And I think the 83s were going for 5k. That's a little less than 20k. My math isn't the greatest right now, but it's a little less than 20k. So if we go back to sets, and let me just find a team, like I know the Browns might be an example. Okay, never mind. So I think for most of these teams, the go-to, I mean, even for 20k, I'd said earlier you can make these for under 20k. You might only be saving a small amount there, so you might be okay off just buying these. It's not a huge deal, but there might be a better example of a set where those cards go for more than 20k, like 25, 26, close to 30k for some of them. So again, that's just a set to keep in mind that makes ultimately the 98 sets cheaper to do. So that's my spiel on Team Diamond sets. They are still profitable. You can do the math yourself. They aren't as profitable as they were, and they probably will get less profitable as the time goes on. So definitely keep that in mind if you were low on coins. You can't do it with like 100, 200k. You need at least like 500, 600k just to complete the sets, but then you'll be making more than what you spent. So, you know, GovFox made a video on that. Again, shout out to him, but I feel like it was something that, other than that, wasn't really talked about much around the community. So I thought I would talk about that. Might be a little late, but once again, there's still coin to be made. As far as other market stuff goes, I think that's about it, man. I mean, obviously, these packs are still a potentially money. They can be really bad, but they can be really good. But you definitely want to wait until Thursday to open them. But that's, to most people, that's obvious stuff. So with that, I think we can move on to a little interesting segment I thought I would put out for this podcast. Something I didn't do the first time around. And that is Video of the Week. So let's go back to Chrome. So honorable mentions. I first off, again, I want to give a shout out to GovFox for making this video. But yeah, so he gets an honorable mention for that. But another good video to check out. Popular Stranger made this video on Saturday about just the market in general, Team Diamonds, and training and all that. A big in-depth 19-minute video going over that. Again, none of these videos I'm going to actually play. I don't want to claim these videos at all. I want you to go to these content creators and actually watch them. Give them the views that they deserve. They're putting more work into it than me. So go watch them. Go check their channels out. They're all great content creators for sure. Especially my guy Pop. Love that guy. But I just watched this video this morning. put up by CC. He's opening all pro fantasy packs. Now you might be thinking, oh, it's just a normal pack opening video. No, this video goes over just how bad the all pro fantasy packs are at this point of the year. Why is that relevant now? Because the market has gone up for 86 pluses and 90 overalls because of these Team Diamond sets. So you might be thinking, like me, are these sets the move now? And again, I won't play this whole video, but he doesn't pull crap. He pulls like maybe 3 or 4 out of 20 packs. He pulls like 3 or 4 90 overalls. No, even less than that. 3 or 4 88 or 89s. I think he pulls 190. So you may think that, hey, maybe these sets will be good with the market going up on these lower overall cards, but they're not. They're not. Stay away from these packs. CC might have had worse luck than you might have, but for the most part, unless you get really lucky, like here's a 87 right here. Like that's one of the best cards he pulled. Save your coins. Stay away from these packs. I just thought it was a good informative video to see just how bad these packs are, even with the market going up. These packs used to be great. They used to be great, but it seems they haven't really adapted them well enough to the market, to how they haven't changed the odds well enough as the year has gone on. And they've been an L for a long time. And even with, again, I want to keep mentioning this, even with the market going up because of the Team Diamond sets, still, you might be thinking to give these packs a try. No, you want to stay away from them. That is my recommendation. Open at your risk, but I would stay away from these packs. So, really solid video I wanted to point out. And yeah, that about wraps things up. I appreciate everyone for watching, for sticking around. All the lurkers, appreciate it. And if you're listening or watching on YouTube right now, I appreciate you as well. For those watching right now, this will probably be on YouTube in a couple of days. I'm gonna edit it a little bit, but yeah, this went pretty well. It could have been smoother at times, but I think it went well for my first time back. As I said in the beginning, this probably is not going to be an every week thing. There isn't enough regular content to, especially as the year gets later on, there won't be enough content to make one of these every week. But we'll see how this goes, and if it's successful enough, we'll be starting it back up in 22, and maybe at that point it'll be a regular weekly thing. But I do appreciate, once again, I appreciate everyone for watching, listening, lurking. Hope I gave you some good information about what we have now, what we're getting in the future, all that stuff. Hope this was informative. If you're on YouTube, let me know in the comments how this was. Leave comments below for any questions for future videos. But with all that being said, thanks for listening. Peace out, and I will see you guys next time.